So are you a plotter or a pantser? Hey everyone, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm actually kind of excited to talk about what is a plotter, what is a pantser, and which are you? And the main topic of this video is, of course, which is better, which is worse. Is it better to be a pantser or better to be a plotter? We're gonna see in this video. So first up, what is a plotter? What is a pantser? According to the internet, a pantser is a term commonly applied to fiction writers who write their stories by the seat of their pants. However, the opposite, which is a plotter, is someone who uses outlines to help plot out their novel. If you didn't know, I'm actually a pantser, so I very much am a free writer, someone who writes by the seat of their pants. That's a really weird way to put it, but I guess that is me as well. This is something that really comes naturally to you, and you might not fit into either of them, or maybe you're a mix of them, and maybe you're a planster, maybe you plot a little bit and pantser a little bit and free write here and there, but you kind of do have an outline. Like, these two different terms are kind of very definite, but I do think there's some crossovers in them both. For example, how am I a pantser? I'm a pantser who kind of plots in a pantser way, which is really interesting. If you haven't checked out my video, I might have a video coming out, or it could be already out, where I talk about my drafting process. The way that I draft books and actually write my books is firstly creating a zero draft in which I pants, in which I basically free write my whole book. But that for me is not my book. That for me is actually my plot, my plan, my thing that I use to actually write my actual book. So in that way, I guess I'm a plotter, but then again, I'm a pantser. So like this, do you see me going crazy right now? Of course, there's confusion, and that's totally fine. A lot of people don't really care what they are. Some people don't even identify as a pantser or a plotter, but I'm going to be talking about some pros and cons to each of them. The good thing about being a pantser is that you get that freedom to just write whatever you want. You kind of are more of an emotional sort of writer who kind of writes what they want when they want. This is kind of good because, of course, it's freeing. It helps you get into the creative flow more. You don't have as much pressure to force yourself to kind of focus on your outline or worry what's coming next. You kind of just write willingly. However, this is kind of bad because from experience, pantsers actually burn out. They have no clear idea of what's going to happen at the end of their book, so they give up. This brings about a lot of confusion, a lot of attachment / commitment issues, and at least from my experience, I feel like pantsers are more willing to kind of jump from project to project and never get books done. On the other hand, the strengths of a plotter is basically that they have a really good outline. They're able to know what they're doing, and usually they get their first story good from the get-go, and their first draft is usually extremely strong. Not only that, but their characters, their setting, their plot beats are very thought out, and it's less likely to find plot holes or weak character arcs. You know, it's more thought out, and that usually makes for a stronger story. However, the cons of being a plotter is quite immense. You get very frustrated with not being able to kind of get your emotions out to actually write what you want. I feel like some plotters also get into the mindset that they create particular plot beats, particular tropes just for marketing reasons, or maybe they get influenced on not writing a story that they truly are passionate about, and maybe they get more caught up in that sort of stuff. So they don't have the sort of freedom to write more willy-nilly, and they kind of are more administrative about their process and creative writing. Although both traits are very good and they do have their pros and cons, I really do wonder what you guys are below. So definitely comment down below and let me know, what do you think are the pros and cons? You know, what do you think? What do you think? Just let me know down below. And as to answer the question, which is better, I think none of them are better than the other. I feel like you need both parts to kind of write a good story. You need the freedom of a pantser to write what you want, but also the strictness of a plotter to actually encourage you to get things done and finish your book, which seems self-explanatory. But being a pantser, it's hard. Being a plotter, it's also hard. So I definitely would love to hear your thoughts below. Anyways, guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.